안녕하세요, 여러분. So, I'm just gonna give you a rundown on the things that you need if you want to cook Korean food at home. So, let's start. So, number one. Number one, you need to have gochujang or Korean red pepper paste at home. So, from my videos, nakita nyo na marami talaga akong pinagagamitan ng gochujang. So, it's really one of the must-haves for every Korean in their home. Okay, so gochujang, and then number two, you need to have doenjang. So what is doenjang? Doenjang is the fermented soybean paste. So it's used for stews, for soups, etc., etc. And then third, number three, you need to have what is called Gochukaru. Gochukaru or Korean red pepper powder. So yun din, lagi kong ginagamit sa mga recipes ko. So, it really is a must to have in your kitchen. And then, number four, you need to have soy sauce. So, maraming klase ng soy sauce here in Korea. But, I'm gonna save that for another episode. I'm going to make an episode all about soy sauce. So, what kind of soy sauce do you need at home? So, there's mainly two kinds of soy sauce that most Koreans will have in their home. So, one is called Gukganjang. Gukganjang naman is, guk is for soup. It means soup. So, it's the soy sauce that's mainly used for soups. And then, there's Jinganjang, or the, kumbaga, parang siyang all-around, all-purpose soy sauce here in Korea. So, it's Jinganjang and Gukganjang. Those are the two kinds of soy sauce that I have in my home. And then next, parang sa Pilipinas, di ba, a Filipino household is incomplete if walang patis sa bahay. So, ano ba ang tawag nila sa patis? Patis is called Aekjeot. Aekjeot here in Korea. There's two main kinds of Aekjeot. Marami namang klaseng patis, pero like the two main kinds that they've been using here in the homes are Myeolchi Aekjeot or anchovy Aekjeot, and then there's canary. It's another kind of fish. So, canary Aekjeot. Then, number 6, you need to have sesame oil. So, Chamkkael or sesame oil. You need to have that in your home. It's always a must. And then, kung may extra money ka, ganon. So, kami usually, we just have sesame oil. But, if we have budget, we also buy Perilla oil or yung tinatawag nating Deulgireum. So, yeah, masarap yun pareho. So, and then next, number 7, what we have? We have vinegar. So, suka. Lagi kaming may vinegar sa bahay because aside from using it for food, for side dishes, for marinating, I also use it for sa paglaban ng paglaban ng what they call this, yung basahan for the kitchen. So I always have to have vinegar at home. So what else? We need to also have what is this? Sesame seeds. So sesame seeds, I really like to use Korean sesame seeds compared to other to the usual sesame seed na nakikita natin sa Pilipinas because the Korean sesame seeds have actually a richer flavor compared to the ones we have back home. So, if you can buy Korean sesame seeds, that would be nice. Pero syempre, if wala, okay lang din. And then, what else? Of course, there's sugar. Number 8, sugar. And then, aside from sugar, a corn syrup is also one of the most common things you can find in a Korean household. Maraming klaseng corn syrup or yung tinatawag nating Mulyeot. There's parang rice syrup. There's also yung tinatawag nating Oligodang. So that's also another kind of pampatamis. So parang it's another kind of syrup. So yun yung mga ginagamit namin. And then what else? For the broth naman. Since number 9, for the broth, since we always cannot make soup stocks or broths from scratch, because of course you will need a lot of ingredients and it will surely take up your time and syempre electricity consumption, gas consumption, etc., etc. So, it's really hard for regular households to make it from scratch. Although, may mga ibang households naman na ginagawa yon. But, then again, syempre, if you can go the easy road, then okay lang. So, we have what we call beef broth stock or powder, beef broth powder, which is called Sogogi Dasidal. And then there's anchovy stock powder, which is called Myeolchi Dasida. So, these two stock powders are the ones that I've been using in my past videos or recipes. So, that's also a must that you need to have in your pantry if you want to cook Korean food. And then what else? And then sa salt naman, you can use regular salt, but in our house, I use regular salt, and sometimes I use what's called Matsogeum. Matsogeum is salt mixed with MSG. So a lot of Koreans still use Matsogeum in their food. And then I also have Myeot, which is actually MSG, or the Pilipinas tinatawag nating Ajinomoto. So I also use that sometimes kasi wala, syempre if you want to achieve that really yung parang yung really authentic taste or yung gawa ng lola mo, you need to put a little MSG because karamihan ng mga matatanda dito, they have been using MSG in their food for a very long time. So, kung walang MSG, parang laging may kulang. So, we put a little MSG sometimes para ma-achieve yung taste na yun. Okay, what else? What else do you need to have in your pantry? I think basically that's it. Those are the most important things that you need to have in your pantry. Of course, vegetables, it's a given. You have onions, leeks, and then onions, leeks, garlic, and whatever seasonal vegetables you have. And then we always have tofu kasi nga mura. And then, what else? I think that's about it. And also, you need to have at least one kind of kimchi at home. Yun ang requirement ng asawa ko ever since. So, kahit minsan walang ibang side dishes, basta may kimchi lang siya, okay na siya. Happy na siya. So, anyway, those are the things that you can find in my pantry that are needed to be able to make Korean food regularly at home. So, if you have those things at home, you can make Korean food anytime you want. Kahit madaling araw, pwede, since you all have those at home. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something today. And I hope to see you soon. And annyeong! Stay safe! 사랑합니다! Bye!